Hello and welcome to Two Indoor Gaming. We are back with Life in the Industrial Village. And when I last recorded was actually a little while ago. I've been away on holidays and I pre-recorded some videos and uploaded them and then released them while I was away. But I'm a little bit out of practice, a little bit since I've properly played. But the last video I did, there was having real sound issues. And so things have happened that were on camera but aren't publishable, so I'm just going to have to run you through them as I go. But one thing I did want to highlight is the difference between some of the different mobs that you will face. You'll notice if you point to the sparkle mobs, you get the name up there in the top center of your screen. That's a mighty creeper reflecting. That is something I do not want to tangle with at all. No thank you. But if you defeat one of those yellow sparkle mobs, they will drop you an enchanted book. They give you that bonus loot. Over here I have like a spectre that's Arctic, which means it shoots these ice balls that slow you down and it's really annoying. If you just kill vanilla mobs that don't have any extra specs, then they just drop the regular stuff. But the other type of mob, there's one over there. Looks like we've got a pyro zombie. See if I can aggro him without getting myself into too much danger. Yep. If you get one of these prefix mobs, like the pyro zombie, they actually have special drops. So you could be a diamond, could be an emerald, could be a gas tier, or ender pearl. What did I get? A diamond. So there you go. So that's the different levels of drops you'll get. Just normal vanilla mobs give you normal vanilla drops. Yellow ones drop yellow named mobs, give you enchanted books, and prefix mobs will give you one of those special items from. It's obviously got its own separate loot table there. So yeah, I think that's the range I've received. I'm not sure if there are other options, but gas tier, ender pearl, diamond, or emerald, which is really handy, and you'll see the effect I've been able to add to my pickaxe. Oh, it's not the usual pickaxe. No, I have boosted it. You can see that it's got emerald and diamond on it, and it increases durability, but it also increases your mining level. That's nice, isn't it? Very nice, which means that I can now use my pickaxe and go right down to the bottom of my mining shaft, where the density of the blocks means that I haven't been able to mine before. The further down you go, the harder the blocks are. Not these ones that encase the bottom of the shaft, because they were installed by the mod when I put down the house, but the blocks behind it. So you just dig a little bit behind and you'll see here I was started. This is all mining level obsidian, and you can see now in the top left corner when I point at it, it says pickaxe level obsidian. So I'm still using a flint pickaxe, but by adding a diamond and an emerald, which I got from beating up prefixed mobs, I guess you might say. That's how I enable that. Ooh, silver ore. Again, that's level diamond. So I could have, if you just add either emerald or diamond, that gets you to level diamond pickaxe. But if you want the obsidian, then that's... Now, of course, obsidian is not the best level of pickaxe, because you get access to cobalt and other materials in the nether, which are another level up again. But for now, that's pretty good. That'll take care of my needs, and if I need to, I'm gonna need to get some gold and stuff before I can move ahead with the Better With Mods mod and its requirements. But yeah, what I've got now is I actually do have enough hemp fibers to finish off my windmill, which is cool. So I'll show you that, but I can't actually put in a fully effective machine yet for grinding, and I'll show you why not in a moment. So we'll get our last of these. So I already have 3 wind sails, but now I've got the last cloth I need. Is it planks or no, it's slabs, isn't it? That's okay, I've got some here somewhere. Here we go. So there we are, we've got our 4 wind sails. After much grinding, and we've got a windmill. Yay! But a windmill won't work without a what do you call it? The axle? Is that what it's called? Yeah, the axle. And then for that you just need wood and hemp rope. How do you get hemp rope? Well, you're going to need some more hemp fibers. So the job isn't done yet, but I'm close. So then you can... so I could do that. Oh, I need 6 more. There's the first 3. Getting peckish. Now I'm hungry. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we can make that up. Got a hemp fibers. And we've got the wooden axle. But we're not going to be able to use it on anything without putting in a wooden gearbox. So that's going to take some redstone latch. Oh no! So I'm going to have to go and find myself some gold and redstone. But now that I've got the pickaxe I need, I can do that. I don't have to worry about waiting to pick it up off a mob or something. I can be the master of my own destiny, which is good. And I can do it off camera, so you don't have to sit through it. Interesting. Spider Eye went into my thing, and I didn't. Okay. I'm also going to need another axle because I'm going to need an axle to put the windmill on, and then I'm going to need I can whack the box on that, but then I'm going to need another axle to connect it to my grinder, this thing, so I no longer have to tire myself out using the hand crank. So yeah, I guess I'll come back when I've got some redstone and gold. You don't need to sit through me strip mining just trying to find those materials that I need. Okay, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay folks, so while I was digging around, I've managed to find a bunch of redstone but no gold as yet. I found this weird thing here I've not come across before, so I thought I'd share this discovery with you. It's cobbed stone, which suggests to me spiders. I'm down at, this is level 11. And it's just this weird little cave thing. I can't hear any spiders. But it's very suspect. Yeah. I was wondering if that might spawn some. Okay. Cobwebs, cobbed stone. But as yet no spiders. Surely that's not far away. Yeah. It's probably very foolish of me to be playing around with this, but so cobstone is part of quark, it says. Well, there's some more redstone. Did I just hear a spider? Well, this is moving away from... I have found some lead. There's a bit more silver ore. So lead's one of the items you need for one of your quests. Let's have a look back. No, can I get over here? So you've got to get a whole bunch of ores to satisfy that. Got a couple to go still. Oh yeah, there's some more lead. Just looks a bit like that, like fat coal. Really, it is purple, but it looks dark. Oh, I hear a spider now. Ooh, what was that over there? And I'm hearing a frog croak, which is interesting. Yeah, a little bit worrisome. Oh well, let's explore in the name of good entertainment, eh? See if anything jumps out at me and bites me a lot. Okay, I did see something moving over here. Oh, there we are. It's a spider. Reinforced. So that just means it's tougher. Ah. Okay, so we got a bonus diamond out of him because he was a prefix spider. I'm going to need to bring more food down if I'm going to take one of these on. So I'm already out. Okay. Don't notice any special loot or anything. Just lots of webs. Oh, I did saw some coal, so that'll help me get my gold latch. So it was worthwhile exploring here. Where is it over there near the lava? If I had been smart enough to bring a bucket of water, I could have got the obsidian I need for quest 2. But, oh well, next time. Okay, should be able to mine safely now. Nickel. That one's a little harder to spot, I've found. It's generally the last one I find. For that reason. But there we go. So we've got 1 gold ore, which is enough, because I only need 3... What's that? Oh. Whoa. Aerael Dweller of the Night. Adaptable Scrapper. And that's got 2 stars on it. Do I want to take that one on? No, I do not. I've still only got flint armor. Not exactly a good defense. Now I just need to find my way out. Okay, I'll get to come back once I've got what I need. Okay, see you in a moment. Okay, so I've put in the most rudimentary of structures here just to get the windmill going, and I'll play around and get something more structured later, and I could even turn this into a multi-purpose dwelling when I get to the Techtopia stuff at another point, so that would be pretty cool too. So you've got to attach your windmill, unless you're going to do a horizontal one. You're going to have to go up a few blocks. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to need that much, and then sit it on top of that. So if I put my gearbox here, it's showing, so there's my entry point, or you know, where the gear would attach. You can manually change it. If you hold down your sneak key and right click it with an open hand, you can change which direction that faces. But you don't actually need to with the gearbox, because it automatically, wherever you attach an axle, it'll sort it out for you. So we put an axle out the front, and then we can attach to that a windmill. Boo! And if the windmill won't fit, it will tell you in no uncertain terms that it won't fit. And now I can attach other things and have it power those as well with my second axle. And so that is where I would then add on the saw, or the my grinder thing. Should have grabbed that, shouldn't I? You'll notice as well, I do have the cauldron set up. That was something I did on the video that got corrupted. I'll grab these items. and it's pretty simple. I put netherrack in because for a cauldron you need to heat it, and anything under it you need that sort of 3x3 square will heat up the cauldron to make it work. I used my quest shop money and just bought that netherrack like I mentioned I was going to, and put that in there. You can use logs or planks, but of course they burn out pretty fast. You have to keep replacing them to do the job, and we didn't want to do that, do we? So yeah, and you just put a couple of blocks there, place a cauldron against it, and you take the blocks out for looks. If you want to make it look authentic, I guess you could try with some little bars or something. I don't know. But yeah, at the moment it just hovers in midair. So with the millstone, it's got sort of it's a bit ornery in placing it. You might say, oh, well, I want to put it sort of sideways. I can't sort of get it to change its mind. So you can do the shift right click and it doesn't turn around like the gearbox does. So if there's a trick to it, please let me know. Still a lot I need to learn about these machineries. So what I have done in the past, and I guess I will do again, is I'll just sort of cheat around it a little bit. Let's see. Gonna need another one. One of those. One of those. And then I'll just sort of place it upside down like so, and then the crank is in there. And then when I add my stuff, it should work. No, it doesn't want to work. Why is it not working? Maybe I've placed that the wrong way. Let me just check. Why is it not doing the job? It's always worked for me before. Oh, now I've lost the axle over the other side. Today it doesn't want to work. Oh, that's not smoking. I'm not getting any power in, am I? Is that the problem? The axle's turning, but it's not doing the job. Oh, that's right. There we go. Oh yeah, I turned it around. Okay, my problem. Don't worry. So if you have that problem, yeah, check the circle. Whoops. Yeah, now it's going. And now it's going to mill up the hemp for me. And there are ways apparently to catch it, but I haven't worked through it yet. So I just tend to stand around and catch it or collect it. And there we go. I can get more hemp fibers without running out of all my food every 5 seconds. So that is a wonderful stage to get to. It's such a relief when you get to this point and you no longer have to play around with that element. And we have a millstone doing its job, and I can put in there now. You can actually make bread and have it be worth it, because you put in your wheat now. That doesn't work. No, barley doesn't work. Yeah, you can put your wheat in there. It'll turn it into flour, and then you can cook it up. And it's actually better value because the old recipe for bread is 3 wheat, and this only takes 1 to make enough flour for 4 bread. So that is handy. So now I can make up a whole bunch more of these axles, and eventually I'm going to want to hook up some bellows to get my cauldron going and all sorts of fun stuff. Now when it gets a high wind, this will break and you'll have to repair it. But it's a lot easier to repair than it was to build all of this stuff, so that is no trouble as far as I'm concerned. Yep, good. and the next step will be hooking up the saw so that we can make planks so that we can continue going through our lovely quest list here, like so. More money. So the saw, I'm gonna have to do. Oh yeah, I have to show you the leather. That's something I wasn't able to show before. Have I got any with me? I do. Ah, okay. Now with the leather, now that I've got the mill going, this is much easier to make leather. Because for the saw, of course, I'm going to need leather for that. Saw. Because it uses a leather belt. So the first step you need to do with that is actually turn your leather into scoured leather with the millstone. So you do that first. I do want to see the barley wood. I don't think it does, but it should. Just in 2 pieces. It does. There we go. Bonus. Now you can just cook that in first. Makes some bread. Yeah. So you get, first thing you do is you get yourself the scoured leather. Then you've got to go to your cauldron, and you have to cook it with oak bark. And the way you get oak bark is either with the saw, but you need to get the leather to get the saw to. Yeah. See. The other way to get it is to use the old flint saw, because you already have bark from when you were cutting up logs back at the start. So as long as you weren't silly enough to throw that away, you'll actually have some bark stored up already from those earlier misadventures. And then you can do what you need to do with it. See, I turned that one chunk of flour into the tastiest of bread. Fresh baked, but still not very filling. But not too bad. Okay, so there we go. So we got the bread. We showed you that bit, and we got the mill working. And oh yeah, I was going to show you what to do with the leather, because if to get the belts, you need some shears. Where are my shears? Oh, I've still got them in my inventory. There we go. So you get the shears and the tanned leather, and it will now cut it into cut leather. And then you take the cut leather, and you can cut that into leather straps. And then you take the leather straps, and you make yourself a belt. Ba da 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 da. And with the belt, you can now make the saw. Did I used up all of my gears? Did I? Oh, I must have. But they're so hard to make. Let's get a few of those. I'm sure I'll need them. So we get the saw, make up the saw. We're going to need another axle. Get a bunch of that. Alright, now we got a saw. Do I show you this? It feels a bit like a long episode, but may as well follow through the whole process. You do not look into his eyes. So put this here, and then well, that didn't work. Let's go one more this way. That should do it. There we go. Whoa, look at that! Now be careful. If you walk into that saw, it hurts. How do you use the saw? Well, you place the block in front of it, and it chops it up for you. There we go, I've got siding. I want to turn the siding into plank, or what is it, moulding? Then I just do that. I turn the moulding into corners, and I do that. Like so. I don't think you can turn corners into anything, no. You can. What did it turn into? Dust or something? Plank corners. What did it turn it into? I didn't see. What if I get a bit further away? Oh, gears! Oh, well that's easier, isn't it? That's a lot cheaper way to get a gear. Nice! I didn't know that. I've learned something new today too. So there we go, and that'll be used for the next stage of stuff. Okay, I'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching this episode of Life in the Industrial Village with 2 Indoor Gaming.